The ride that ended in silence. It was one of those nights when the city felt half asleep, streetlights flickering, roads damp from a light drizzle, and the air thick with the smell of rain. Fahad, an Uber driver with years of experience, accepted a final ride before heading home. The pickup location was near an old cinema that had shut down years ago. When he arrived, there was no one around, just shadows dancing between the empty stalls. Suddenly, a man in a dark suit stepped out from the mist, his face expressionless, his eyes cold and distant. He opened the back door and sat quietly without saying a word. "Good evening, sir." "Where to?" Fahad asked, but the passenger remained silent, only pointing toward the main highway. The GPS showed no destination, but somehow the app kept rerouting itself, drawing strange loops through the city's quiet streets. The silence inside the car was suffocating. No music, no words, just the faint sound of rain tapping against the windshield. When Fahad looked through the rearview mirror, the man's face seemed pale, almost colorless, and every time he blinked it looked slightly different, like his features were melting. Trying to shake off the unease, Fahad cracked a nervous joke, but there was no response. Then, without warning, the man leaned forward and whispered, "You shouldn't have picked me up." Fahad's heart froze. He looked back and the seat was empty. The car began to slow on its own, as if something was pressing the brake. His phone screen flickered before going black. The GPS voice repeated the same phrase over and over. "The ride has ended." Fahad jumped out, trembling, gasping for air under the dim streetlights. When he checked his Uber app minutes later, there was no record of the trip, no fare, no route, no passenger name. Just silence. And from that night onward, every time he drove past that same street, his car radio would suddenly lose signal, and a faint whisper would echo from the back seat. "You shouldn't have picked me up."